Okay, y'all, so we're making a homemade pizza from scratch today, and we're jumping right into it with the dough. First step was to get the yeast going, and to do that, you need some warm water, some honey, and the yeast. If you don't have honey, you can use sugar. You just have to have some type of sugar that the yeast can eat on. And this is what happens. This is how you know your yeast is alive and that you can move forward to the next step. Boom, it'll look like that, and you go ahead and add your flour. Mine was a little sticky. I needed some more flour. If you see it doing that, that's not what pizza dough is supposed to look like. So I immediately stopped and added some more flour. And at that point, you just eyeballing, sprinkle a little bit until it looks like what we see in the movies and at the restaurants. It's not supposed to do that. Just work with me. So we working it through. It's still a little sticky, but it's coming along. You live and you learn. Don't be too alarmed if this happens to you. Just kind of keep at it with the process here. I took it off my fingers, and I think I'm about to go and rinse my hands off because it's got more of a shape to it now. Yep, I rinsed my hands off. You see they're clean. I came back with more flour, and I was like, wait, let me put some flour on my hands because I didn't want to have to keep washing my hands. But you do that, and then it becomes like the pizza dough, like what it's supposed to look like. Just sweat. It's easier to pick up. It's not sticking to the cutting board. And I probably should have put more flour on the cutting board before I put it on there, but it is what it is. It still turned out great. Be sure not to overwork your dough or it'll be too stiff and hard, but just to get it, make sure it's holding its form like that. Then you're good to go. Now we got our bowl. You can use real olive oil. I didn't have it, so I used the spray so it doesn't stick. And when it rises, it's gonna get big. You see that small dough? Remember that.
Ready?
Okay, I showed Kayla before. Now let's show them what it looks like now after it's been rising for an hour. You see how it filled up the whole bowl?
It smells good.
It smells like yeast.
It smells like oil.
So you need to punch it down. Your hands are clean?
Yes.
Go ahead and punch it. Come on.
Punch it like they owe you money. You owe me $100.
All right. All right. Okay. Now just kind of put it back into the little ball. It's oiled. It look real good. And you cover it again and let it rise for one more hour. In this hour, this is where you're doing the other stuff, cutting your toppings. You can go watch a TV show, whatever. It doesn't have to be a stressful process. People see this and they're like, 2 hours overall, that's too much. Like, y'all know how fast that's gonna pass by? Y'all came back and it was time for me to punch it down again. And this time we rolled it out. And I should have rolled it out on the counter, but I rolled it out into the cookie sheet. It worked. Every pizza doesn't have to be round, by the way. Boom. Cheap ingredients from Winco. Check the angel number 777 there. It's like $3. And you can get your kids involved with this. He was a little timid because I told him not to break the dough. But yeah, get your kids involved with pizza making. Put the tomato sauce on. Sprinkle whatever cheese you want. And keep in mind, you don't have to do tomato sauce. I love me a barbecue chicken pizza. Come on, Kane. So we finally got everything on there. And I did half and half. But I bribed him and said, you got to put spinach on the pizza or we're going to make a salad. Put it in the oven. And don't that sound just heavenly? Music to my ears. Go ahead and slice that bad boy up. And enjoy it. Woo!